You're about to get turned up with the best group on Facebook, The Real YouTube DJ.
Yeah, boy!
We live.
What up, what up, what up? Once again, it's your boy, DJ J Mathis, along with my co-host, DJ J Rock. Today, we have two special guests, and this is a different segment. This is a segment of DJs with drones, and we have two very familiar DJs, and they're very admirable droners, if that's a word, because
droners, yeah.
These guys fly drones, and Buster B, right there, who you see, DJ Royale, his partner sitting right there. They both have some of the most elite drones out, and I've been watching Buster B for a few years now fly his drones. Now that's another part of itself as opposed to DJing. You know, how do you make time? You're a DJ, you have a 9-to-5 career, you have a family, and now and you always been in drones from what you told me. So how did it come about, B?
It all started with me back in probably like 1982, 81. I was always flying model airplanes back then with my dad. We had control line gas planes, and it just went from there. I always had a plane in my hand. And once radio control got more affordable with the electrics and batteries, it just kicked off. That was about maybe 2002, 2003, when batteries started getting more efficient, lithium packs and all that. You can afford to buy them. Batteries are still like $120 a battery back then. So that kicked it off, and then the Chinese came involved and started making all these phone planes and more stuff affordable and GPS systems, and then next thing you know, drones developed. That's where DJI came from, Chinese. And that started a whole industry now as far as everyone getting into drones, and it just started off because back then we had planes we used to hang cameras from, and that's how we took our pictures from the air, and that's how we did videos. I got a video on my channel that says a sneak peek into my my personal life. That's about maybe 2-3 years ago. If you watch that video, you see my old drones, as they call them, back then, flying 15 or so years ago, taking pictures and video from there. No stabilization, none of that. You just had to rely on what you had coming down and hope your pictures came out straight, whatever you was taking a picture of. And back then, I used to take pictures for neighborhoods like subdivisions because the housing market was booming back then. So I used to snap some pictures of developments, send them to them, get a couple $100 here and there, and hopefully everything they liked what they saw, and that started. It was no laws, no FAA, no Class 107s. None of that stuff that you got now existed back then. You just fly anywhere. I even got in a video where I flew next to a private jet coming in from landing.
Wow.
There's footage of that in that video. I pull up, you see a jet right on past, which is highly illegal, but I didn't know it was a jet coming on in, but
I bet you didn't.
Yeah.
I bet you didn't.
Yeah, I didn't. So I landed quick and got out there quick. But nowadays I'd probably be in jail for that kind of stuff, flying like that. But that's how it all started, and now it's just going crazy. And now Joe done got involved with it by coming out watching us fly on Sundays with all the guys. We out there having fun, just talking trash, and now Joe dropping all kind of money on everything.
Okay, Joe, when did you get started with it?
Probably
like
3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, probably about 3-4 years ago, brother.
Yeah.
And as I stated to Joe, that surprised me, man. He's so damn cool and laid back. When you got a drone, I'm what? Joe?
Yeah, Joe
I
got
got a couple planes. Henry got me into the planes, the slow stick, and these little quads, the little small ones you can fly indoors.
I'm getting one of those.
And Joe, as far as you, I'm gonna ask B the same question, but Joe, your first large scale drone was what?
The first one was the Nova.
Yeah,
I got the Nova from Henry.
Yeah, I sold him a Quantum Nova.
Quantum Nova.
Maybe a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
That was one of the first ones before. I think DJI back then had a Phantom 2.
Yeah.
And then the Chinese, they came out with another one called Quantum. And that had GPS. I had to modify the hell of that thing. I mean, I had to put cameras on there, transmitters, so you can see what you're looking at. And it worked. Shield out from radio frequency interference because you get glitches and all that. So I sold that to Joe. He learned how to fly on that thing, which is good because that taught him all kind of flight orientation. So when he got a DJI Mavic, that ain't nothing.
Piece of cake. Yeah.
That's like
That was my point for asking that question, because as far as me myself getting into drones, and I seen Joe have the Mavic, I'm like, okay, he can't be new at this because no, that's not what you use to start off with. That's just not. And this is in my eyes. You know, I'm looking at the big perspective. I would love to have the Mavic right now. And as you guys know, my drone will be here Friday. I don't know if I'll fly. We got a lot of rain. I was off work today because of rain. So, but it's a tease right now, especially watching you guys fly. So, okay, to you, B, what was your first drone?
First
large scale drone.
Large scale. Oh man.
He done had that many, J Rock. You see that? He got to think about it.
Yeah, it might have been that Quantum, yeah. But if I want to put it in the class with the airplanes, that's crazy because that's automated too. You know, GPS flies home, auto land, all that crazy mess, and stabilization. You see it in my videos when sometimes I flash up the navigation. That's all automation.
That's okay. That's a whole nother topic because people don't know. They don't know what I know that you do. You know what I'm saying? This guy, man, I'm sitting up here watching, and you build antennas.
Yeah.
For your drones.
Not just antennas, but a self-active tracking antenna that tracks like he did damn NSA.
I'm sitting here watching like, wow. I just watched another one of his videos today. He holding up all type of things he done tried to get his radio frequencies and all this going on. And I'm like, whoa. Then you got that one case you got with the screens in it. Got the
that's sick.
7-inch. Oh my God. I just watched the video with it standing on the tripod and him doing this thing. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, I'm gonna have to get with this guy. He's going to build me some things. He's gonna have to build me some things.
There's a lot of trial and error and a lot of engineering your own stuff, like getting it to work and looking at some other ideas, making yours better. But then when you build it, you got to make sure it works because a lot of times you find get all this interference and you can have a crash at 3-4 miles away. You lose everything. Plane, all the money you put on it gone. So you got to make sure you got some fail safes and your equipment is working right because that's a scary feeling. I know a couple of guys in lost planes a mile and a half out, never find it. Ooh. One guy, that's a sinking feeling right there. You put months into building this stuff, and then plane get out and don't even come back. You lose or something.
That also was one of my fears as far as purchasing is, which I've learned from you, Buster B, and J Rock getting his a couple weeks ago, is about the GPS nav system and the self-return. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, because I watched Buster B fly over water.
Yeah.
I watched other videos, people flying over water. And I'm like, man, what if they so far and their battery died? See, I didn't know this then, what I know now.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of kept me away from it a little bit. Like, I don't know if I'm ready to lose my drone in the ocean and stuff like that. So, but learning from you guys, and I'm sure I'm going to learn a lot more. I think I'm about to get on, me and J Rock about to get on both of y'all nerves.
See, and I think my number one fear that kept me from buying one was the fear of losing it. But I was like, you know what? It's some safeguards for that now.
Right.
The drone got stuff built into it, and now you can buy these little trackers that you Velcro or tape to your joint, and there's a cell phone app that'll tell you exactly where your joint landed.
Yeah, they got the SIM card you put in it too, man.
Yep. So I'm thinking about getting the Trackimo, the TRACKIMO joint.
I've heard of that one.
That joker it's like $99, and it includes a year of service.
Yeah. And
you could track your drone.
Yep. Well, that's the guys that put in a lot of the airplanes too. They fly 10, 20, 30 miles. Some people flying 80 miles away with their planes now. And as long as you got plenty of batteries wired in parallel on board, you can go.
Yeah.
I'm actually not going that far. I'm not. No. But I got to give a shout out to Cool Dre. He joined us. He said he just got his Phantom today and his case.
Nice.
Congrats on that. Yeah. We ain't seen no videos, Dre. So I take it you haven't taken it out yet. I'm still waiting on mine to arrive Friday. Man, I wish we was in the same state. I'll be over both of your house with y'all drones right now.
We take them on up there. I'll push out there. Like, Jazz, you ready?
See, Dre, if you don't know or follow DJ Buster B or J Royale, if you, these are very true dronists. They know everything about them. Buster B, I know especially because I watched him for a couple of years. Any questions you got for them, I'm 100% sure they can answer. So follow them and ask questions or put the question in the comment right there. Now, also, for those and for myself, can you explain the 107 that you're telling me you about to take?
Oh yeah, the Class 107. That allows you to fly legally in all kind of areas that normally you couldn't fly in. Of course, you got to get authorization if you're going to be like in a certain class next to an airport or a restricted area or something like that. But it allows you to actually charge people or companies to do videography or aerial photography and be legal. Because years ago, you could just go fly, charge them, get paid, nothing. But now the FAA is stepping in. They want you to be legal so that you can fly commercially. And everyone wants to see a license now. It's just like driving a car. You can't have you got to have a license to drive a car now. They trying to make it so strict and shut people down. And they're making the test so difficult that they basically want you to fail. So you got to be legally to fly in all these kind of areas. It opens up a lot of doors of opportunity, but sometimes it seems like it's too much. Because a hobbyist like you and J-Rock, y'all could be classified as hobbyists where you can just do what you want to do and fly for fun. But if we want to make some money and I got to check the maps and hold on, Jay, you want me to take some pictures of your house you're trying to sell? If we list it online, somebody could look and say, who legally took this picture? Yeah. You say, well, he took it. Oh, well, he ain't certified. We're going to find him up to $250,000. That's how crazy it gets with the FAA now. So you got to make sure you know the rules of all this stuff and flight restrictions. And it's just crazy. We looked at some questions a few minutes before we started the stream. We were like scratching our heads like, I guess I'm ready next Tuesday to take this test. I mean, we took a class that was 16 hours long, 2 weeks, about a week and a half ago on the weekend. Saturday and Sunday, 8 to 5, 16-hour class.
How much was the class?
You said how much was it?
Yeah.
Well, before you answer that, that's what I was going to get to. You can answer yours in a minute. Dre says he lives in downtown D.C. and he can't fly.
Oh, D.C., you ain't flying nothing. You can't fly a paper airplane in D.C.
And he says the class there is $150. That's what he said right before you about to mention your class. So what?
The class we took is from one of the guys that actually made up a majority of the questions for the actual 107 test. So I work at a TV station, so they wanted to get in the best guy out there to certify our photographers. So his class, he's an actual jumbo jet pilot. He's got 20-some thousand hours of flying, flying. He flies he's United Airlines, I think it is.
Yeah, he's a captain.
He's a captain for a jumbo jet. He's been flying model airplanes for 30-some years. And he's been doing videography for years for movie sets and everything all over the whole world. They fly him everywhere to do movie photography and everything with all his drones. But his class is $495.
That's not bad.
And the class, I got to tell you, he's got people that's taking other classes and they get their license and everything and go fly. Or if they're trying to, they're actually contacting him saying, look, I thought I was ready. I don't understand what this stuff I'm about to look at to go fly legally. Can you explain it to me? He's getting people like that coming back to his class that took stuff everywhere else. And like, I'm certified. He said, do you really know what you're doing? This guy his class is so good. I'm telling you, it was a great class. It's just long, but it was great. It was well worth the money. I got to tell you. I mean, only thing now we have to go take the test. We got to make sure we're ready for the test. But he teaches so much in that class. He keeps it fun. That's one thing. He keeps you laughing and joking when you memorize stuff. He teaches you so much stuff in there. And for one thing, when this guy makes up half of the questions is on the test, he came up with the FAA had to work with him to even write the questions. So he teaching what's on the test.
Yeah.
He's got 100% success rate and everyone passing the test too that's taking his class.
That's good. So J-Rock, I heard you mention J-Rock that you were studying. What were you studying for?
Yeah, I'm studying for the 107 exam also. And I'm definitely gonna take a class. I'm trying to figure out where, see what this guy that Buster B and them use offer his class, because it's worth it to me. Because right now my goal is to fly as a hobbyist. Yep. Because I just want to learn the art. But I'm the type of person, how I do anything is how I do everything. Yep. So I'm gonna go all in. Even if I never charge a person a dime, I'm gonna be a certified pilot because that's how much I respect the art and I want to learn.
Well, this guy's website, he goes around the country teaching a class. He just doesn't do it in Richmond, Virginia. He's been everywhere, Hawaii, all over. They demand. He's even done it for the military. So that tells you how good they respect him. The military is calling him to teach their guys how to fly their drones legally. It speaks volume right there.
Yes, that does. I agree with that.
But I'm definitely gonna take the class and take the test.
So, B, off subject. Tell us more about these range extenders. Before you get into the ones that you built. I was looking at the Arch Tech range extender, and I think I seen a video where you mentioned it.
Yeah, the ARGT Tech, the range extender.
Yeah,
I had that on my standard, my Phantom 3 standard. It actually boosted. I did a video just me flying close to home like that, how far it extended everything. But I just didn't feel like having to screw the antennas on my controller every time I wanted to fly, because you had it in the case, you couldn't put it in the case with those antennas on there.
Right.
And then if you forget to put an antenna on and turn on your transmitter, that's not good. You could burn your transmitter out. So always have your antenna connected before you turn on your transmitter.
Is that why you started building your own stuff?
No, that was building was actually dealing with the airplanes, which is a total different frequency than what DJI operates on. The planes we're using is called a UHF signal, which you're supposed to have a ham radio license to operate on because the power it puts out. They've flown in space with these antennas and everything. That's how far they go. They go a long, long way. There's videos on YouTube where guys are flying to space. They put weather balloons on their plane. They fly it up to space. The balloon pops. They fly the plane all the way back down using these antennas that we got.
Really?
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's out there. If you look Dragon Link, if you type in Dragon Link space or something like that, you'll see videos like that.
I've heard of it. And I've been, researching. I've been looking up everything I could on this issue. And oh my God, space?
Yeah, space.
Guys are flying planes.
Yep, it's so high up there that your servos, you got to take the grease off your servos so it won't freeze because the temperature is so far below zero at 90,000 feet. That matter of fact, when I flew my illegal mile high flight, it was about 46 degrees on the ground, but up there at a mile high, which is 5,280 feet, it was 27 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
So it's a big difference just by going to 5,000 feet.
It didn't freeze it?
No, it didn't. I was lucky. I mean, the whole time my heart's in my mouth, and I got guys on the ground with binoculars looking like, yeah, I still see him, and I'm up there, make sure I hit it. But just when you look down, and I had a camera I could tilt down, it's like, whoa, I'm a mile, but it's guys that flown way higher than that. All this stuff is illegal, really, but every once in a while we push the envelope a little bit as long as it's clear. That kind of deal, maybe I shouldn't put that out there in this video, but
like you don't push the envelope. You had a technical difficulty.
Yeah, and it got away from me. Got away from me. So it had to fly away, but I regained control and brought it back down.
See, it's funny because I was not gonna get a drone, man. I was looking at it, and DJ Beloved said, "You know what? You get the drone for Father's Day, and I don't care what you say."
Oh man!
So I was like, okay, you twist my arm.
Can't beat that.
Well, that's how I came about, man. We was already in discussion about it. And my wife, they did what they did, and I walked up, and this is no joke. I walked up, came out the man cave, went into the family room. Wife sitting there watching TV. I bent over, gave her a kiss, and said, "Thank you." She said, "For what?" I said, "For my Father's Day gift." You say, "What is it?" So I showed her. Hold on.
Oh,
I kicked the plug. Hold on.
Yeah, you got so excited to kick the plug out, man.
Yep, man. And so she said, "All right." So next thing you know, I ordered one, and then man, I got two Phantom 4 Pros back there.
Yeah, I saw you put the pictures out there,
And
like
so-
one for you and her.
And so I'm tempted to swap one out for a Maverick or something, but I'm still on the fence.
Well, what I thought when you got your pros that one of them was for B.
Yeah.
So how'd you? So look, you just got it. You already talking about swapping?
So we can have two different ones, or add a third one.
Well, the one thing I've learned,
Look at you looking over there at a third.
right? He talking about getting one for the kids too.
Look,
So.
I gotta make sure she don't got nothing sharp in her hands.
She's pretty quiet. Right, she's over there pretty quiet, so probably giving you that evil eye, that evil eye. But I've from what I've learned and studied this past week alone, is that when you choosing your drone, I didn't know what to go off of, and I messaged Buster B, asked him a few questions, what to look for. So my first instinct was the standard. And then I went up. I said, "What's next after that?" I wanted to know their line.
Yeah.
And as I went up from the standard to the advanced to the 4K to the pro, and I'm like, "Dang, they all got something." But then what I learned that the advanced had the light bridge, because. That also got me, had to learn what the light bridge was. B, can you explain that? You probably can explain it better than I can.
Yeah, basically light bridge, the standard had basically a Wi-Fi kind of connection, so it had limited range as far as how far you could fly and how far your video would transmit back to you. So light bridge is a different frequency. I think it's 2.4 gigahertz, which is better penetration power than the lower frequency. So they came in with light bridge. It's got a longer range, so you can fly a little bit further, about maybe 2 to 3 miles. So when the Mavic came out, it's an enhanced system now. That will go 4 miles out the box.
And how far have you taken it, Royale?
Matter of fact, I got a picture to prove that he took. I made him
took it a little over 2 miles.
A little bit over 2 miles.
Yeah.
And I was right there with him. I was like, "Keep going, Joe. You're good." And
how nervous was he?
He was a little nervous, but I got a picture I'm gonna put up to the screen right here. And you see, he's 11,511 feet. It shows up. Let's see how I rotate this now. Well, it's gonna be sideways, but if you can see the number right here, 11,500.
Oh yeah, I see.
Wow.
And you see the let me zoom out. You probably see his hand. See his hand right there. That's when he was controlling it, and he had perfect video reception, perfect battery, all that.
Yeah, man.
And that's at 2 miles. He still had full bars on everything.
Jeez.
The Mavic is the truth, man.
The Mavic, they
stepped up the game.
They stepped it up big time when they got the Mavic. I mean, DJI years ago when they had the Phantom 1, Phantom 2, they got a little bit better, but they really perfected their systems now. That anytime movie sets are using DJI products for all the aerial shots that you see in these movies, commercials, it's DJI.
Yeah, that's industry standard.
Yeah, they're not using Unique. They're not using GoPro. They choose DJI.
Okay, yeah, because and speaking of DJI is, I was looking, and of course you got the DJI Go and the DJI Go 4, and the difference of them, from what I take, is the 4 is for the newer model. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
But see, I also seen, and this was on some YouTube stuff, that you can use the 4 on the advanced. I don't know how true that is. I
don't know. I haven't looked into that. People might be modifying something, but I'm not trying to DJI. I'm not even gonna try to go in there and tinker around with these systems, because it can lead to all kind of problems. It's almost like yesterday. I think it was yesterday or Sunday. You were texting about the light. What was it? Leech app.
Yeah,
Leech app. Now years ago, Leech, that was the perfect app, because DJI years ago didn't have all this follow me, the tracking, and all that kind of stuff that you could have. But now that stuff is standard built into it. Is really no need to download that stuff. I mean, they listen to all the feedback from all the users out there. They're saying, "Look, we want to follow me. We want an active track. Like, I want to tap on the screen and let it follow this person on the screen." They came out with that, and that's basically what Leech is doing. I mean, it's a few other features you might could tinker around with, but most of the time, just keep it standard.
The biggest benefit of Leechy to me is that right now DJI Go don't have panorama.
Yeah,
Leechy got that built in.
What do you use?
You can do an area panorama.
Area panorama. Yeah.
That's what you use, J-Rock?
With me just learning how to fly right now, I want to master the DJI Go 4 app. Yeah. After I master that and get comfortable flying and really learn how to troubleshoot in air, then I try these other apps.
Yeah.
But for now, I want to master the DJI stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's exactly what B said to me because I asked him and he convinced me to stick with the DJI app itself. You know, like he said about the Lychee, is, you know, because as I'm researching myself, I found out about the Lychee app. I mean, there's other apps too people claiming, but Lychee and DJI are supposed to be the top two.
But guess what DJI just did in their most recent firmwares?
What's that?
They limited the distance you could travel using third-party apps.
Oh yeah. Because a lot of that could be also is you using the Lychee app, you get so far away, suppose the app crashes on your device because it's not really made to run on that kind of device. Something happens, you got to fly away. It takes off flying, hit somebody in the field, hit some kids or something, and you say it was a flyaway. DJI gonna say we don't support that. According to your logs, you flew with a different app that's not even certified by our products.
Right.
So then you stuck out there. Then you ain't got no coverage. So you got to look at some of that stuff too. It's these third-party apps versus what's made for the device. If I'm flying ways away, I want to make sure it's locked in. You know,
How many apps have you been through, B?
I've only said I was so close to doing Lychee about a year and a half ago when Joe was telling me about it, and I was like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and download it.
Yeah.
And then every time I got ready to do it, I either fell asleep or something happened, and I never.
That was your sign.
I told you that Lychee app was one of the first apps that allowed you to fly the DJI drones with goggles.
Yeah.
You know, using like your Fat Shark goggles.
And we spoke on that earlier. I'm not no goggles.
Yeah,
No.
but now DJI dropped their goggles, so it's kind of really no need to use it unless you want to use a different type.
Well, one of my reasons is it's not about being scared. You know, once again, I'm a beginner. So, I will be a beginner when it arrives, but I want to see what's going on. You know, that got to be a hard feeling.
You do, man.
Taking the control and all you can see is what your camera see, but you can't see it.
This is my reason for possibly getting the DJI goggles by Friday or Saturday. I want to be able to have the kids out there and put the goggles on them.
On them, yeah.
And let them experience.
It's that immersive feel.
Yeah, you know.
The question is, can you run? Well, my question is, can you have it connected to the goggles and a tablet at the same time?
Yeah, it should be on the back of Jay's. His remote, his controller should have a port on the back, and you can have like HDMI output.
See, this is how they get you with the Phantom 4. I gotta buy the module and install it myself.
Now I think the Phantom 4, the original Phantom 4 came built in, and the other models you had to buy the models like $99 or something.
Yeah.
You pop it in the back. But it works great. You pop it on, you got HDMI out. You can run that to a TV, goggles, screen, whatever, and you still use your tablet at the same time, but they see what you see.
Yeah.
Wow, I think J-Rod trying to get his kids dizzy.
Yeah.
My kids, man, they love this tech stuff, and so as much as possible, I just want to keep the stuff I do fun for them too. You know what I'm saying?
If you put goggles on them, this is gonna be next. You'll be doing the races.
Ooh,
Speaking of that, B, you literally built something from scratch, haven't you?
Yeah, all these I built straight from scratch, man. I had to buy the parts, solder the wires, all that. And you could buy them pre-built, but me, I love building this stuff, man. So I put everything together: flight controllers, the stabilization boards, current sensors, all that stuff, and
FPV.
yeah. Then you gotta tune it. It's just like tuning a car. You got the Mustangs, and you got to tune these up just the same way. So when you hit them controls, it's going exactly how you want it to go. No vibrations, oscillations, all that kind of stuff. Inverted flight, spins, loops, rolls.
jeez.
You got to tune them. PIDs. They call them PIDs. PID tuning. Then you get it flying smoothly and flying straight. You can hang upside down for a certain time. The props still spin to keep you in balance. Flip back around. That's when it get fun.
All right,
That's what I'm
as soon as I learn how to fly, that's my next thing.
So do all of them take you need to recalibrate every time you start?
The DJI stuff?
Uh-huh.
No, as long as it's sitting flat on the surface, you know, like this Phantom right here. If you're sitting flat on the surface and you turn it on, it's going to calibrate the stabilization right there, you know, as far as the gyro sensors and everything once you sit it down. If it's not, it'll tell you can't calibrate. It's going to tell you if it's not level. And once you put it down, it takes a couple seconds, boom, boom. Then it's gonna link you with the GPS. And once you see your satellites pop in, it's ready for takeoff.
So what's these videos I've been watching when dudes taking it, doing 360s with them and this?
Oh, that's the calibrating the compass. You know, they do the compass dance. They spin around. Usually, you don't have to do that. If you flying, I told, I think it was J-Rock the other day. Or was it you, Jay?
It was me.
Yeah, if you're flying in the same areas majority of the time, you don't have to recalibrate the compass. When you first get it, do it. Now, if you go to a different area, you're about 40 or 50 miles from home, calibrate that compass because the magnetic earth and all is a little bit different over there. Latitude, longitude is different, so recalibrate it. And sometimes if you...
That's a test question as well.
Latitude, longitude, yeah. It knows where it is. But sometimes if you think you might need a recalibration, it will tell you. DJI will tell you, compass needs to be recalibrated. It'll tell you that kind of stuff too. But as long as you're staying in the same like zip code kind of area, you shouldn't have to really do it like that. Some people do it before every flight just to be safe, but I've never done it before every flight. I've only done it when I've gone a ways away from home flying. Then I recalibrate. That's just so you have more accurate reading with the compass. Oh, somebody cutting.
Text message. I'm a DJ. That's all I can say, man. I'm a DJ.
So Jay and J-Rock, so do you guys see yourself doing anything commercially after you get in tune with it and have it for a while, or are you going to stick in the hobby lane?
Can I give you my 12-month goal?
Yeah.
My goal is within 3 months, I want to have my cert.
Okay. That's good.
Within 6 months, I want to have my trailer built.
Oh, that's like the trailer. You want to load it down.
Okay.
Within 12 months, my trailer will be loaded.
Okay.
So I want to go with the Inspire 2, 3, whatever the latest is at the time. And I'm going all in.
You're getting into big money, man, when you cross that threshold.
I'm going all in.
Our teacher,
he got me looking at his couple of trailer videos he posted on Facebook and stuff. So I don't know if I'm going that deep into it. I don't have mine, so it's already inspiring to see you guys fly. And, you know, I'm about to experience it myself. And Dre just got his. Mike Dub just popped up. He said, "What up, brethren?" And he said, "Yeah, boy, race FPV is where it's at." I don't know. Mike Dub, are you into flying? Give me a response down there.
He racing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's something new. I didn't know Mike Dub was into it. Boy, my DJ buddies, y'all shocking me.
The racing, man. You know ESPN picked it up, man. You know, Drone Racing League down in Florida.
Yeah.
How do you know how fast you go?
They got radar.
They got radar guns.
They have different flight boards to tell you your speed. Also, like my planes will tell you how fast you're flying. They'll tell you all. DJI will tell you how fast you're flying.
Yep.
Okay. So what's the fastest one you have, B?
It's probably this 250. I don't have. I've never actually maxed it out. I mean, but it's a little bit too fast for me right now. I want to build this. They call this a 250 because the size, like a 180, is smaller than this. Then all the different sizes, 110s, 250s, 210s, different sizes. But this one's fast enough for me right now. I mean, you see some of these videos on YouTube. These guys doing like 90 to 100 through hoops and everything.
Wow, and that says a lot because,
like
I said, you've been doing this since the 80s. So if you say something is too fast for you, that's something fast.
Yeah, because and now I'll max it out a little bit like on a big field, but some of these guys in the tight quarters, you got to be on them sticks, man. Just like driving an Indy car, you got to be shoom, shoom, shoom because it get out of control.
Oh, Mike Dub said he built 2 of them from scratch himself.
Yeah, it's fun.
Nice.
Yeah, I got some secrets in the group, don't we?
Hey man, got other stuff besides DJing, man. It's a lot of hobbies out there.
Hey, we got some secrets in the group, or we got some terrorists in the group.
I hope not.
I hope we don't got no terrorists.
Don't say that.
Yeah, don't say that word on here. We probably getting clocked right now.
All right, they might check them out.
We already brothers with drones.
Yeah, they don't really find nothing. We Tuskegee Airmen now, man. Tell you.
For real.
For the drones is an additional package you can add as well as part of the DJ gig as well. So, it's just a different lane you can do.
See, that was my thing, man, is I would love to get into it commercially. I mean, but like I said, I don't have managed yet to see how I am with it and learn it's gonna come.
It's like a drug.
But it's gonna come. And but I do want to go there, and I don't understand. See, let's go back to the DJ aspect of it. You know, you guys do excellent videos when y'all have your gig logs. Your gig logs are perfect, clear, clarity is good. You do a lot of outside events. I don't know why you haven't offered aerial footage of a ceremony.
It's that certification.
Certification right
certification.
there. You gotta have that.
You gotta have the cert to do it commercially.
Because I guarantee somebody in that crowd gonna say, "That's a drone. Isn't that illegal?" You're gonna have some haters out there. Now, 10 years ago, if anybody saw something flying, they would say, "Oh, that's so cool." But now, since the media has put all this negativity on drones, it's always somebody somewhere hating on a drone. Like, I hate drones. You spying on me. We 100 feet in the air. How are we gonna zoom in and look at somebody through a window? You know, we ain't in NSA or nothing. We having fun.
But what's funny, in the week and a half I've been flying, when I go out and it's like, I always go away, but people always come over.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that the more I engage them and talk about it, the more friendly they become. Well, you can come back over here anytime. And it's like, oh, that's an iPad?
Yep, that's how it is. If you educate them, it's cool. But if their first impression, what's he doing? Who he's looking at? You know, they always want to think something like that. And it's not about that. It's about having fun at the same time.
There's always a bad apple that kills the hobby or whatever you're trying to do, you know?
I'm sure. B, on your DJI, what screens are you using? Are you using a tablet? What are you using?
Right now, I'm just using I was using the Samsung Note 4 with the 7-inch. You know how big the screen is. Now I'm just using an iPhone 7 Plus. That's all.
The reason I asked, are you happy with that size?
Yeah.
Because I've seen people use the iPad Mini. J-Rock, you using the iPad?
I got an iPad Pro, but I've been thinking about getting an iPad 4 Mini.
That's what I got. I just got it.
Yeah, Joe just got it. I was thinking about going a little bit bigger. Only reason I kept the phone aspect because I wanted to be portable. If I was doing something like that, I want to be quick. Like as far as I just got my phone, just boom, pop the phone on, take off. I don't have to worry about, let me get this device out, flip this on. But I'm thinking about his iPad, the Mini. It's a little bit bigger than the phone, especially if you get into photography. You're gonna need something a little bit bigger to do everything.
What about using your phone? What about your drone the camera is connected to your phone, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And that's what. Do you lose? What if your phone rings while you're flying?
What I always do now, I don't know if everybody does this. Before I fly, I put my phone in airplane mode.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Would you still get your signal in airplane mode?
Yeah, because the phone is connected via. Let me just show you real quick. And if you ever seen like J-Rock and when he's flying his, you always see a cord coming from it because the USB cord will come from the controller. One end will plug your phone. One end goes into the controller, like that, and it charges your phone at the same time.
Right.
And that's how. And that data, that video data, is sent from the USB cable down to your phone or tablet. That's how you get everything on your screen.
Oh, okay. So Jay, is it true that with that tablet it's a little heavier?
With the iPad Pro, it's a little heavy, but I got the back support that strap on to the controller, so it supports the weight. But my iPad Pro, I think I got it for my birthday or something. I never used it, and so now this is like the perfect use for it. So it's kind of hard to justify buying an iPad 4 Mini when I had the iPad Pro just sitting.
Yeah, just sitting. Better use it.
And they got unlimited data on it, so I can live stream.
Yeah, that's where you live stream. Yeah.
Okay. So that's how being and myself was talking about that. That's how you was live streaming. See, because I'm on unlimited data, so you know we was talking about that. I thought, is that in the DJI app?
Yeah, they have live. They got live on there for YouTube, Facebook, and I think another application. That's you just click live and boom, it goes right to that account. You log in. Sends
What's
it
up?
Yeah, it's YouTube, Facebook, Weibo, and you can do a custom.
Yeah, custom like a custom URL or something or server like that. Now, you could probably still use your phone. You don't probably have to put your phone in airplane mode, but years ago it was always the safe thing because if you had other apps, people was writing like, my apps are crashing. Kind of found these people had like 20 things running on their phone at one time.
Right.
You know, that's the problem.
That's the number one thing that I heard. You want to limit the amount of apps and stuff you got. So I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
so on the iPad, it's like I got DJI Go, then I got Air Maps, I got Before You Fly, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I got Instagram, so I can share some of the pictures directly from the tablet.
My iPad that I plan on using, that I haven't used in a while, I just turned it on and updated the damn thing. It's a Wi-Fi only, so I will have to tether my phone to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a hotspot and it's unlimited. I ain't worried about that, but yeah,
That'll work.
That's how you would. That's how I would go live.
Yeah, that's how you go live. If you wanted to go live, you know. If
Okay.
you're just doing pictures and all for yourself, you don't have to actually go live and broadcast.
Okay. Yeah. I'll probably go live. You know I'm gonna go live. Y'all done teased me enough. Y'all done teased me enough. So I mean, people, and I think both of you guys, Royale and Buster B. I think y'all are some very smart dudes. You know what I'm saying? I know Buster B. You done built TVs. I know what your careers are. This guy replacing TVs in newsrooms and stuff like that. You're into everything. You know what I'm saying? So
think about it. Yeah.
You have to be.
Yeah, especially once you start building these racers and planes.
You know?
Basically, you gotta know how to solder, troubleshoot, read voltmeters. A lot of stuff when you start building this kind of stuff, because it teaches the back end. So if you got a problem, you know how to troubleshoot it, and when you're building it, you know how to do it without having any fires, explosions, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And so Royale, are you gonna get into building?
Okay. He already is.
Already is.
Yeah, he just sent some pictures of him building racers. Yep.
This guy got some secrets. Back at it again with the secrets. With the secrets, man.
Hey, now we just need to figure out how to control the drone via DMX.
Yeah.
Right. Oh my God.
Hey, so I've been looking at, actually at work, we've been looking at getting into like drone detection and things of that nature. Security with drones. It's a big movement about just learning the technology so you can build up your defenses against them. Right? But just looking into as well, but that's just off of the surface. So learning technologies that they use, it's real good, right? Helps you flying. Helps when you're building. New drones come out, you know what to expect. So just things of that nature.
Yeah, it's not going to stop because it's already
going to keep advancing. Amazon
Yeah.
trying to deliver packages with it, things of that nature.
You saw the Super Bowl, how they did all the lighting above the stadium. They had to get FAA clearance to do that. When they did all those lights that lit up and showed Pepsi, that was all miniature drones with LEDs on them. And
Wow.
and they program them. So when it's like DMX, exactly like DMX. You program so many drones to light a certain way and they hold that position with GPS. And that's how it's lighting up in the sky like a sign, big signage.
I got a couple of questions. Well, a couple of comments and questions. First, Mike Dub says, "Yeah, man, get you Tyrannus X90 radio, download FPV Freerider, which is an FPV simulator to train yourself." Okay.
Yep.
And
he about to put out a Tyrannus radio right now just to show him. He just got another one. Joe got so many radios now too.
I got Spectrum. Just pulled out this Tyrannus.
That's a Tyrannus radio.
This is the X9D Plus, and I'm getting ready to mod this because the thing with this FR Sky, the Tyrannus, you can only use the FR Sky receivers, but they have a module that you can pop in the back that'll let you talk across protocols.
wow.
You can buy them with other receivers.
Yeah.
Wow.
I told you, Jay, we didn't know.
Look, there goes my budget.
Hey, we're learning too.
Yeah, we're learning too, man.
Yeah, and to kind of go back to my first drone was that Quantum Nova that I got from Henry. Before that, I got real flight simulator from Henry.
Yeah, I sold him one of my first simulators that would teach you how to fly planes and helicopters on there. And it's basically it's called Real Flight.
Yeah.
If you ever look that stuff up, they got simulators called Real Flight. They keep advancing every year with newer ones. The newest one now has drones on there. Even like the DJI drones, you can fly those on the simulator before you buy it. And I know what I'm doing because it comes. The simulator here's a matter of fact. You pull this out. the simulator comes with a control
It looks just like the regular
like this.
radios.
Oh,
And
wow.
on a USB cable, and you load the software on your computer. If you crash, you just hit
Restart.
the reset button right here. And I mean, it's like real similar.
Hey,
It's like,
hey, send me a link to that, because that could be some shortcut, extra practice on rainy days.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. Oh, man, me too.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff on these simulators, man. That's what's saving a lot of these people that's not really drone flyers, but plane flyers now. Like, we taught a lot of young guys, even older guys, how to fly to come out on Sundays. Like, they show up with a plane, and they might have been on the simulator for a few weeks. And I get up in the air for them. All right, now you ready? And take over. Joe, I got a picture on. Yeah, he was one of them.
Yeah.
And then we even have our radios connected via a sync cable so that I can give him control as he's flying. And then when he gets in a situation, I let go and I take over control. So it's, it's called buddy boxing.
Yeah.
We've done that too. And that's how Joe learned how to fly an airplane on his own, was like that. And he was flying around and he's like, I got it. I got her. And then, I was like, hold on, Joe, I got it real quick because you diving. And he get back going, I got it.
Yep.
And that's how you go with it.
Man, see, yeah, I need that link.
And real quick, DJ Dre says, is Buster B the guy with the subwoofer video? Yeah, he has a subwoofer
You talking about the
video.
folded horns?
Yeah, the folded horns.
Folded horns, yeah.
That's one of my first Buster videos I saw. The folded horns.
Strictly hookup.
Yep, strictly hookups. I did that video. That guy had so many hits that he had to shut the business down, man. He said, he couldn't make all these speaker requests coming in. So I guess now he's building, but probably building privately because the website is gone now.
Wow.
Then it's time to hire people. How you should? That's what some people mess up. Off subject. You did a video. You gave information. Okay, he got a lot of business off of it. This is when now it's time to come legit and hire the right people. Because you could have been a mass production company at this point.
He could have been another QSC.
For real. The man, but that's him, Dre. That's the guy. I guess Drake. See, people follow you. So let me see. Mike Dub says, let me go to my little chat things. Oh, he said he's reading and watching videos all the time, drone videos, that is. And it's, Dre made a comment that he got a kit for his Phantom Standard. And the one thing which I guess it's DJI upgrading, whatever you call them, upgrading, is his clip on his Standard is different from the Pros and Advances and stuff. So he got something to hold his iPad. Oh, yeah. But as I was looking and I seen when I was going to pick up the Standard, I had to look and I seen a lot of different modifications for the iPad for that too. So yeah, good luck with that. And I got that strap. J-Rock mentioned he just told me to get it, so I got it. And as I stated a couple years ago, man, Buster B, him and I were talking, and I said, but this was actually for my son.
Yeah, the little small drones you was getting into.
Yeah, but he told me what to get. First, when we were talking, Buster B, he's so deep into the drones, he telling me some stuff. And when I went to type it up and looking at prices, I'm like, I ain't getting this for him. He only he's 6. He don't know. No. So I kind of moved away, but I still admired his videos because I'm already following his channel. And then when he uploaded some videos on it, I was like, man, this guy good and be up in the sky.
Yeah.
Oh, and Dre said he would do a video tonight. I can't wait, Dre. Yeah, you got to do that video, brother. Make sure you tag us in it too.
Yeah, for sure.
So, don't. It's keep it on beginner mode because that's what I'm starting on. I'm starting on beginner mode. You spend that money, you don't want your first flight to be a crash. No.
Oh, speaking of easing your worries about crash, DJI got the Carry Fresh, and DJI Carry Fresh is for the 4 Plus, the Inspires. Then they got Care, which is for the Phantom 3s and 2s and stuff. But it's like for mine is $149 a drone, and it covers you for a year. If you crash, they'll replace it, and you pay $79 the first time. If you crash it a second time, you pay $149, and they'll replace it.
Yeah.
On top of that, State Farm and some insurance company offer drone insurance. Like literally, I just insured our entire drone kit, the cases, the batteries, the drones, everything for $60 a year.
Can't beat that.
Yeah, that's a good price, man.
Yeah.
And so if I lose a drone, they'll cut a check. If I crash it, they'll repair or replace it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You might have to make up a story and say that thing flew away then. It's gone now.
So get your insurance, man. And that'll ease some of your worries.
You get that Mavic then, man. You know, cut the check, you get the Mavic.
Hey, look, and I'm not a State Farm agent, so I ain't making no money from telling you.
Hey, did you talk to Jake from State Farm?
I know, right? They need to send me a royalty check.
Real. I gotta do that, but that's the same, man. You know, just like our DJ equipment. When you spend the money we got, if you can get, it's like liability insurance. You know, my liability insurance on my equipment is not just for liability. I have a $100,000. I don't even know why, but that's just what they gave me. $100,000 policy in case something fall and breaks. So you always got to insure your stuff, no matter what it is. So, but Dre just asked y'all names. I just typed it in our chat box. So, cause I guess he want to tag y'all in when he do his flight video.
All right. Cool.
Joe Williams with the cap on right there.
Yep.
DJ K Royale, Buster B with the white T-shirt, the subwoofer guy.
Yeah.
So the folded horns.
Some other things about the drones, right? So we talked about in the chat or on, in the YouTube DJ Facebook page about joining the AMA. They offer some insurance type stuff, when you're flying, and also, registering with the FAA. So two things that you don't really have to do. Specifically, the AMA is real good. They provide you a lot of information. There are 4 drones, so they really have our best interests out here and being a hobbyist in the drone world. And then with the FAA, it's just, being locked in step with those guys because they control the airspace that we fly in. So,
well, and I'm glad you mentioned that. Was it yesterday or day before yesterday? I sent J-Rock as I was doing my research of a drone guy. I don't know his name. And he posted on YouTube how the FAA was changing some of their rules now.
Yeah.
They make it easier.
Well, the FAA just lost a major court case.
Yep, by the registration.
Yep, they was forcing us to register, and by law they couldn't. So now they can't. You don't have to register your drone if you're a hobbyist.
Yeah, if you're a hobbyist,
it's optional.
Yeah.
For now.
And also, about a year and a half ago, the FAA shut the no-fly zone from DC all the way past Fredericksburg, Virginia. You couldn't. And you had in that whole radius that they shut down. You already had
You could fly a kite.
Yeah, you had these flying fields that guys pay membership fees for like the past 30, 40, some of them 50 years to fly at these clubs. They got fields and everything, members and all. So they shut all that down too because they're in the Fredericksburg area. So that's when the AMA had to step in and say, we're going to court. It was like, you can't shut down all this, hobbyists. These people, they follow all the laws, all the rules, flying perfect, all these years, no incidents with planes crashing and the planes of people, nothing. Following the rules, and you shut them down too. So that's where the AMA went to battle, and they basically kicked the FAA out, and they was like, this is unconstitutional. You can't shut all this stuff down. We could shut down just DC, but you can't have it all the way almost to Richmond, where we at.
Wow.
Like 2 hours away. So the AMA is like the NRA, but for model airplanes, helicopters, anything that flies. So that's one good thing about them.
Cool Dre says he sent Joe a friend request a year ago, and I'm gonna respond to that one. Almost a year ago, Joe and Buster B.
Yeah, me too.
Have not really been on social media too much because Buster B was a new dad. Joe was getting ready to get married and this and that. So
but he know the whole story. Then he been using a drone to spy on us.
It's the reason y'all still in the group. I know this stuff. So you feel what I'm saying? I know what y'all going through. Once I know what y'all going through, I can't hold that against y'all. That's life.
Yep.
So, but yeah, that's why if you haven't got a check mark on a friend request, they wasn't on social media too much, brother.
Yeah. So I just saw it come through.
He sent one right now.
Yeah.
Let me look, because
and that and Jay, I'm gonna be honest, that goes for like those those mix sessions that you guys be doing. So I'm gonna get in on it. So my house has been under construction as well. So I don't even have my setup set up in the house, right? It's in storage. But once I get everything back laid out, I'm gonna definitely be in those mix sessions, man.
Well, it's like I said, man. I follow you guys, so I know what's going on. And being myself, we talk through text messages, we talk on the phone. And when he became a new dad, I gave him a lot of space because that's a big accomplishment.
Full-time job.
Yeah. But then, like I said, Royale, you were busy getting married, which you didn't even mention to anybody. But by me following you, I found out, and I was like, he done did it.
Yeah, he done bounced out the country to get married. Right. Outside the world.
Talking about a destination wedding.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
So, but let me see. Dre, you asked me what part of GA am I from? I'm not from GA. I'm from Detroit. I just moved to GA. So yeah, I'm not from here. I'm strictly Detroit. 313 up in this piece. So, but yeah, that's what that was about, man. I follow y'all, so I know what's going on. It's other cats in the group that I know is going through certain situations. One guy, which I'm gonna leave nameless, he just took a night job.
Oh yeah, that's rough too.
Yeah, he gotta learn a new schedule to sleep and wake up and stuff like that. So
gotta pay the bills, man.
Got to. You can't pay him for them. Well, we're not gonna pay it for him. So you got to do it yourself. So I don't hold that against anybody at all. But yeah. But B, what would you say is your most favorite one to fly, even in planes? Either one. What's your favorite?
I probably gotta say my big Sky Hunter back here on the wall. That plane,
legit.
That thing is. After I built that about 3 years ago and got it dialed in perfect, it flies itself. That thing wins everything. That's the one I did 10 miles with and still had room in the tank. I mean, I had a 10,000 milliamp battery pack in there.
Jeez.
And barely, you see in the video, I ain't even lose reception going that far out. I just turned back just because I was nervous. But I still had plenty. Like that plane, people are flying 30, 40 miles out with.
You put a GPS on that one?
Yeah, all of them GPS. Yep.
Yeah, you gotta have GPS.
Yep, navigation system, everything. Wind speed, airspeed, all that stuff. Telemetry. All that. When you see those screens I put on YouTube, that's some of the information I'm looking back on my ground station with with all the information coming back on.
Okay.
I'm building another one right here. That is almost finished. I'm building another one over here too. The Mini Talon. That's a lighter plane, but people are going the same distance with that smaller plane, smaller battery.
Wow.
I can take it off the wall and show it. It's almost limit. Take a thing down.
Yeah, that's
might as well
break it for the camera.
Yeah.
So Joe, I know your Maverick is yours, right?
Probably so. Yeah.
Some other ones, man. Robert Anderson, he got a lot of little ones, and as me learning to drones, I wasn't into the little ones. I'm like, I want big boy. But now I see that with all you got, I'm like, so them little ones gotta be so fun because he be having fun flying.
Jeez.
That's my Mini Talon I'm building. It's a V-tail. See how the back look like a V-tail?
They about to slap Joe in the face with the wind.
Yep, motor back here in the back.
Oh my God.
And all this wiring on the inside right here. I don't know if you can see all the wiring I'm doing. I'm soldering up everything going inside. Flight control board, GPS antennas right here. This thing is gonna be bad when it's ready.
Oh wow. So what's the speed you plan to have that on?
This one right here, I think most guys are flying like 45 miles an hour, but it's more about efficiency with this one because you want to squeeze all the power out of this battery pack as you fly miles and miles away and still have plenty of power to come back. It's a lighter plane, smaller plane, but These guys, it's fine. They going far with it,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a lot. I could put this thing in the car together. That means when I get there, I ain't got to put it together.
Right.
Wow.
Okay. So how many minis do you own, Joe?
About 10.
These small ones.
Yeah.
These. So I just got 2 of these.
Hey, don't forget to send me a link to that joint, man.
Yeah, actually, I got 3 of them. This is the 3rd one that I just got. Got it from a guy in one of the drone Facebook pages that were linked in. And, he was getting rid of this one, so I thought I'd get it. It has FPV. You can fly with the goggles. And it's a good trainer, man, to learn orientation and everything. So one thing about it, when you're flying these drones and they're facing you, then the orientation is different.
Everything's reversed.
So your sticks are reversed. So that's one thing you have to keep in mind. So flying these little micro drones, if you will, it just helps out a lot.
Y'all know I drive big truck, dump truck, tractor trailer. I'm used to reverse everything, so hopefully that'd be simple for me. I'm kind of used to that. Yeah. But what's
something like this for people? Like some of these little ones, they'll teach you good flight orientation inside the house.
Mm-hmm.
What's the flight time on that? 10 minutes, 15 minutes?
Nah,
about 5 minutes.
About 5 minutes.
Oh yeah, see that's how the one I end up eventually getting my son. I think his was like maybe 10 minutes, 10, 12 minutes.
That's when you buy about 8, 9 batteries for it.
Yeah.
Then you just keep going down the line.
I didn't know too much about the batteries until I seen all the batteries you had watching your videos. He taping 2, 3 batteries to something and flying it. I'm like, wow, you can do that.
Yeah.
I had no clue. Let me see. Dre say, he coming here to Stone Mountain look at retirement property. Stone Mountain is about an hour and a half with me, and that's without traffic. Hour and a half from me. I've been there plenty of times, did gigs there. A company had a picnic there. It's not too far, so I'm used to the driving here.
Hey, do they still do the laser show on Stone Mountain?
The who?
Like when I was a kid, because my dad's been in Atlanta since like 1984. It used to be in the summertime. They used to do laser shows on the mountain itself. They have
they still do. They still do.
I thought they might have stopped that by now.
No, because they open up. They even we don't get no snow here. It happened once since I've been here, but we don't get it. And there wasn't even that. It was only a half inch. They shut down the state of Georgia for 3 days. They don't play. I'm from the D. I'm like, man, I'm used to 3 feet of snow.
Yeah.
But Georgia is all hilly. It's no flat surfaces, so that's why they had to shut it down. But they do that, and they I think they turn the mountain into some type of ski thing or something like that. I haven't been there, but I seen something about it. And Dre also asked, have you flown over a huge plane? Any one of you?
Have I flown over?
That's what I say. Have you guys ever flown those? Oh, have you guys ever flown those huge planes? Yeah, Buster B.
Yeah.
Yeah, check his YouTube channel out, man. He got some flights on there with some of them.
Yeah, that's some big planes. The Skyhunter is my biggest. The wingspan on there is the wing is right here. It's taller than me when I stand up. I'm 5'6". The wing is longer than me. And my Skywalker's actually wing is longer than that one. Yeah, they stand up right here.
1900.
Yeah, 1900 millimeters. So if you do that 1900 millimeters to feet, you get the conversion of what it is.
J-Rock, we don't know. No, we virgins at this stuff.
Man, I am telling you, man. But
we are virgins at this.
You know who we got to go on the next one? We got to get Iceman on the next one, too.
Oh, yeah, the Iceman. Because
we can get Iceman if he learn how to tone his language down.
Oh, yeah. He cussing all through that thing, man.
Yeah. He don't bite his tongue. He don't bite his tongue, but, Jam is the same way.
Yeah.
Jam is the same way. So, shoo.
Yeah, these things are fun, man. You're going to make me fly something right now. Matter of fact, I got batteries ready for this one right now. I can hover in front of the camera.
So the next step for us is to take this part 107 test and get this remote. So it gives you the remote pilot certification. And then once we get that, then we're going to look into the drone commercial world, the business world.
Yeah, that's the end game, man.
Yeah.
I don't know. Andre just hold on, y'all. about to share my screen with y'all real quick. DJ Dre sent me something.
Oh, those big jets yet?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Yeah. So, close all this. You know, these damn ads be something else, don't it?
Yeah, they do, man.
Woo-hoo-hoo.
Yeah, that's serious.
That's super serious.
That's big money right there.
Hey, the guy that taught the drone class, he has actual F-16 jets and 2 other turbine jets like that that take real jet fuel that he flies.
Wow.
Oh,
That sucker pretty, though.
Hey, cool DJ Dre. We should build one of those, homie.
you got about $20,000.
I think I'll stay with what I got.
Yeah,
20,000.
me too. 20,000. That's a whole lot of uplights.
Who you who you telling? I'm gonna stop it after we see it take off, y'all. Cause I just gotta see this. That's what we are, J Rock, right there.
All the roadies.
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's serious.
Yeah, that's serious right there. You got to have those jet engines, man. They're almost $2,000-$3,000 an engine.
Jeez. See,
So-
but the thing is, I'm just glad that it's so many positive men that we can have this conversation with. You know what I'm saying? It's like all of you guys, you break the stereotypes, you break the mold, you prove that you could be a cool guy, you could be an awesome DJ, and you could be intelligent. And that's why I respect you guys so much, man.
Appreciate that, man.
Yep. Likewise.
Yeah.
What up, Dilemma? Actually, you know, I gotta give a big shout out because ever since, you know, I got my dimensions of building the facades from Buster Beat, and I just kept going from there. And you know, for him to give me them dimensions, I built it, and I said, you know, this is a cool guy, because a lot of guys don't want you to come up.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, they don't want
They
to
don't want
share
you to come up. And I'm sure it's going to be people who look at this video. I mean, you know, we're DJs. We're used to having haters. We're going to get some thumbs down because some people don't understand the hobbyist part of this.
Yeah. Yep.
You know what I mean? So, you know, to hell with them. That's what I say. Another question. J-Rock said something. I'm about to pull the damn cord again. J-Rock said something. Well, actually, he did a video. And he said something about telling me to wipe my drone down. Do you guys get that a lot? A lot of bug splat?
It all depends when you fly and where you fly sometimes. In the summertime, a bunch of nets. You got like guts splattered all over and everything. Something on a propeller.
Dust and stuff
Dust,
like that.
yeah. You got to keep them clean. Especially with, you know, like the Mavic has a little cooling fan on the front of it. So it would suck some of that dirt into there and could cause the cooling fans not to cool off correctly. You can get some failures and everything. So you got to, just like your vehicle, you got to take care of it.
And you should also come up with like a pre-flight checklist.
Yep.
And you have to follow the manufacturer's recommendations and things of that nature. So
I'm like, what is that? I'm looking around like, did I leave a video playing?
I'm just flying the blue one right here, just hovering it with the camera.
Okay. I'm hearing the wind, and I'm like, did I leave a video playing? Oh my God. Then it just came, he done came and just flew across the screen.
There's another radio right here. So we got a bunch of stuff, man.
That's a Spectrum.
The Spectrum radio right here.
Man, I was already a fan
Wow.
of y'all. I was already a fan of y'all as far as DJing go, but now you know I'm a second fan.
Yeah,
That speaks volume right there.
So next year we're gonna give you something else to be a fan for.
Uh-oh.
You got planned.
We
You got something.
plans.
Oh my God.
You gotta keep it moving, Jay. You know?
I see. I'm with you. I got faith in you.
You know?
All I know, we need to go ahead and just start the conglomerate, man.
yeah.
Right.
Go ahead and start the conglomerate.
Man, these two, I swear.
Yeah, but you know, we'll put it out there. Like I'm still learning. Buster B, he taught me all of it. you know, we just took this class again. So if it's any questions, you know, if we can help out,
Yeah, we're always here, man.
Yeah, we're always here, man.
Yeah, that's what I try to tell people, man. You know, I don't be hesitant. I mean, we can go back and be it myself. We can talk about somebody who we watch come up and they got above themselves. I don't want to keep the name off.
Yeah.
But everybody know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
you know?
everybody knows.
And I'm like, you know, when this person and B, they actually didn't get into it, but it was word said to me. B knows about. And I'm like, Busta B is one of the coolest guys I ever spoken to, met. You know what I mean? So I don't see that, but we gonna have haters in what we do, no matter what it is.
And man, when that all went down, I was with Joe. We just left the gym that night, and that's when the message came through, like with a question. I was like, "What does this mean?" You know, and that's how all that basically started. It was like it really shouldn't have had to be like that because different markets and different demographics play a big major role. Pricing and everything. So I'm not going in detail because that's another whole story. But you know,
yeah.
But people fail to realize that it's so much money and so much work out here. It don't need to be no hating, no backstabbing. It don't need to be two-faced people or chat box messages. People can just do them and get money.
Yeah,
that's been my secret.
How many people, even DJs, you know, how many people look at this and say, oh man, they not serious about that. That's kid stuff. And it's not. It's a hobby.
It's a business at the end of the day.
Yes. It's an investment.
Yeah.
Man, see, and the thing is, I catch it from both ends. It's like, if it ain't people trying to attack my wife, you know, she ain't no real DJ he got gray hair, he can't rock no. Wow. But the thing is, I say, whenever, you know, people come up with doubt, I said, check my track record. Matter of fact, just playmydemo.com.
There you go.
Plain and simple, playmydemo.com. The proof is there.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So we appreciate the time you guys spent, you know, took the time out to get on and teach us, because that's what it is. And I'm sure there's gonna be more questions to come, especially Friday.
What that mean? What this is?
Hey, you gotta put a video up. You know
you're going live.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm going live.
And don't have it go away like that one video. The guy got it for Christmas. He was like, I wonder what this do. What? And lady was like, why is it going away? That's what it's supposed to do. And then he said, oh shit, it's gone.
hey, you might want to buy that tracker. I'm gonna share a link to it.
When we get off this video, I'm gonna send y'all the link. You know, that video. It's on YouTube.
I gotta see that. I gotta see that. So yeah, Dre said he's 52 with gray hair. Man, we are. I don't even want to say kids, man. We have a kid set. We have a hobby, all of us. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a gamer. I still like video games. So I can care less what somebody else say to me because they don't put no food on my plate, no food on my table. They don't pay my bills. So
don't keep no hundreds in my pocket.
Right. So, but once again, I want to thank Busta B and DJ Royale for taking the time to be with us, to teach us more about droning as DJs. Busta B, tell everyone how they can find you.
They can find us on, of course, my YouTube channel, DJ Busta B. I'm saying .com. That's my DJ website, but YouTube, if you just search DJ Busta B, you'll see me on there. I'm thinking about starting an actual FPV YouTube channel. I've been thinking about that for a couple of years, but I might once I get this 107, I might have to start that and keep the legal videos on there. Because on my regular DJ channel, I got this stuff me flying miles away and several thousand feet up. That stuff is considered illegal in the FAA world. So I'm thinking about doing a legal channel and giving it a whole separate name that doesn't even associate with Busta B. You know, like there's something FTV or something like that, just so that I can put legal stuff on there. I don't have to worry about somebody looking and digging all through. Oh, that's illegal. When did he do that? No, I ain't do that. That was somebody else. I just posted a video. You know?
Well, the thing is too, as a hobbyist, and this is what we learned in that class. As a hobbyist, you have a lot more leeway than you do with what we're stepping into flying commercially, right? So when you get that remote pilot certification, you know, the boundaries, if you will, they shrink a little bit, because you have to follow all of these rules and regulations. So actually, as a hobbyist, you get to do a lot more.
Yeah, you can do a lot more as a hobbyist, you know.
Yeah,
We're trying to tap into some of that money, just a little bit of money, like, you know, some of these areas, like, we need a aerial photographer. We just got a message. Joe just saw one on the drone. I think it's a Richmond
Facebook page.
Yeah, it's a local Richmond group that does these races. Somebody posted, does anybody do aerial photography work? Anybody have a 107? Nobody responded in like so many hours.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
Like, hey,
That's an opportunity.
we about to pass that test. You know, we can do some AP work for you.
Yeah.
They got this one guy that this changes something a little bit. This one guy that I know, my next door neighbor, his grandson does all this dirt bike stuff on these tracks, like these almost like X Games kind of thing with all this dirt bike stuff. They had one guy a year and a half ago. He was charging $500 for 5 minutes of video to catch your son jumping these ramps. $500 for 5 minutes, and his videos look like crap. I said, come on, man, he can't even fly. His stuff all jerky and moving, not smooth movements with the pan on the camera. I said, man, I could, but I don't want to take that chance and drive all over and do that kind of stuff. Then open up, you know, step on his boundaries, because he's been doing it for like 2 years. Him and his wife do all these batteries and all this stuff, but that much money, $500, and he's already doing like 50 kids out there. So if I came out there,
what is he doing wrong if the footage is shaky and horrible?
It's his, like, you know, when you see these drone videos, like when you want to look down with the camera, you want to go smooth. It's like this. It's real jerky and fast. You know, you got to be easy on the sticks to get that nice cinematic kind of look, you know.
And
Exactly.
plus, you can adjust the gain on the gimbals to help you with that.
So his like that. When he edited his videos, it wasn't even any cross fades in. It was just like snap, next scene. Snap,
Oh, wow.
And these people buying this stuff. I was like, man, come on.
I guess those same people hire $80 DJs.
You know what? That's what it probably breaks down to. You get what you pay for. But $500 for 5 minutes, that's some crazy money, man.
It is. I'm looking forward to the next 12 months, man. It's like, you know, my whole game plan is, you know, is pretty much already, you know, the money set aside to do it. It's just all hinging on making the time to practice flying, and from there, just, man, I'm looking. It's gonna be exciting times, man.
We can link up if you want, man. You know.
Yeah, what state? You right above? You like in Maryland, right?
Yep, I come through Richmond all the time, man.
You just like 2 hours, really.
Yep, 2 hours. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, now I'm jealous.
And actually,
I'm getting ready to tell them, you know, my wife's best friend is in Virginia. When I come that way, I'm like, I'm bringing my drone. You 2 hours away. I'm 12 hours away.
I'm gonna be through. I'm on vacation, second week in August. I'm gonna be through there one of them Saturdays.
Okay.
And we're gonna link up.
Yeah, let us know.
Let us know, man. We take y'all flying, man. Show you all kind of movements. Like you seen videos where I pull out backwards flying and keep the subject right here in the middle. You seen videos like that I post?
Yeah,
That's all.
it's crazy.
I just want y'all to know that when that happens in August, I'm not going to watch it. So you got your first hater because I want to be there.
And we can live stream it. We can do a vlog.
I'm gonna have to delete all y'all off my Facebook for at least that day.
Look, I'm gonna break up my new 4K vlog camera and everything for this one.
Yep. Gotta get it going.
Oh my God! So it's crazy. It's crazy. But let's go ahead and wrap this up. Once again, we appreciate the time. Royale, tell them how they can find you.
Obviously, the Monstar Productions Facebook page, but on all social media places is DJ J Royale.
Oh, I almost forgot. We got the Facebook page, FPV-RVA.
Yeah.
Which is F, you know, like Frank, Paul, Victor, and RVA, which is like Richmond, VA. So that's the page we try to post some stuff on there too, as far as when we flying, or you know, different videos from the guys we fly with, and photos and things like that.
It's like a community type page, you know.
I come and check that joker out.
All right.
Yeah. J Rock, tell them how they can find you, buddy.
You can reach me at www.just2wow.com. Play my demo on Instagram. And as usual, playmydemo.com.
And soon to be
International Drone Collaboration Incorporated. Broswithdrones.com.
Bros with drones.
That might be that's catchy right there. Because a few weeks ago we were saying we might call ourselves the Drone Brothers. We were actually thinking about that. The Drone Brothers.
And check, I made a group earlier. Check out the one of the logos I'm working with for it.
Okay.
Oh man! And once again, I'm DJ J Mathis. You can find me on YouTube as DJ J Mathis. On Facebook as J Mathis. You can find me on my website at www.jmathisent.com.
You can find them in the club.
We would like to thank DJ Buster B and DJ J Royale for taking the time to teach us about drone. More to come. If you guys got any questions, make sure you guys subscribe to these fellas because they know a lot, and we're learning from them, J Rock and myself, and we will still be learning.
And you know what? So, next week we're gonna come back to y'all, and we're gonna get J Mathis to tell us about his first weekend flying his drone. So next week about this same time, maybe on Wednesday, we're gonna make that happen. What y'all think, fellas?
Yeah, we do next Wednesday. Make sure he ain't crash it, lose it, or crying or something.
Hey,
really, no pressure. No
Jay
pressure.
Mathis, as soon as you wake up tomorrow morning, call Jake at State Farm.
Call Jake.
Spend that $60. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Dre, cool Dre. You gonna be on that conversation too, buddy. We want to see yours. No scratches, no scrapes. So, but once again, y'all, thanks everybody for tuning in. I guess we'll catch y'all next week after
next Wednesday. Look, next Wednesday, 8 p.m.
All right.
Next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Other than that, J Master signing out for DJ Buster B, DJ J Royale, and DJ J Rock. We holler at y'all on the next one. Peace.
This show was brought to you by J Mathis ENT. Also, this show was brought Wow Event Solutions. Real DJs doing real things.